Fans, our sincerest apologies for some in the booth. For the Tarp Skunks, there was quite a bit of action. A huge 2-run double on top of a wild pitch from Bryston Berry led to 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. We now are up to the top of the 6th.
And the Muckdogs have 2 on. Fry had a single into right field, as well as another single by the Muckdogs has now led us to having 2 on with no out. Tarp Skunks did not like what they were seeing out of their pitcher Thomas. Has now led to a change.
Again, something that we've kind of talked about. Once you get that 3rd time through the order, you try to switch things up. That 2nd, 3rd time you see a guy, it's going to be easier than the 1st time. And now that guy who will try to get them back on the groove is Nick Ianiello. Ianiello, one of the veterans on this team, a senior, just finished his senior season at SUNY Brockport, a teammate of Brian Fry.
Interesting dynamic we have going on there. They'll probably see each other after the game and say what's up.
Ianiello pitched 18 2/3 innings with a 2.41 ERA. So, a formidable arm coming out of the pen. But the Muckdogs, again, they don't give up. There's no fight. I mean, they gave up 3 runs. Almost an incredible play by Sean Mindos in left field on that big booming 2-run double. But you know what they do? They get 2 base hits with nobody out still. And now they have Blake Ewing up at the plate looking to do some damage. Ewing takes a ball and it's 1-0.
I like the approach by Ewing. Takes a pitch. It's a new pitcher. Takes a pitch, is able to see him. Now gets himself in a good count. The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 for a batter is massive.
Patience paying dividends. Now loaded with Muckdogs.
Muckdogs doing a great job of getting right back in this game. Have now put themselves in a great position to take the lead again with bases juiced and nobody on for the returning catcher, Nick Bolton, who's playing DH today. Excuse me, not Nick, James Bolton. Now in a great spot to drive in some runs for his team.
Bolton already has 2 hits. Checks his swing side, it's 1-0.
Bolton, elite last year with the Muckdogs, hit .380 and had a .967 OPS.
Takes a strike right there. It's 1-1. Fouls it away. Falls behind 1-2. Takes a few steps around that home plate area. Does a little practice swing, you know.
Readjusting now with 2 strikes. A different approach. Doesn't want to strike out. Wants to keep the runners moving.
And he takes the ball.
Never easy to take a close pitch like that with 2 strikes. Bolton, trusting his eye, knew that wasn't a ball. Now gets himself even and a better chance to get a hit.
Reaches out a defensive hack, but he keeps himself alive.
So now we see that 2-strike approach by Bolton, keeping himself alive. That's a good thing. Bolton knew that he needed to take a breath, get his mind right to attack this at bat with 2 strikes.
A veteran move from the rising senior now.
Yes.
Bolton, fly ball, left field. Chasing after it and making the catch. They'll fire into home. The throw is cut off, and no play will be played. Fry scores, and this game is all tied up at 3.
Bolton with a great at-bat there. Fell behind early, changes his approach, fouled off a few tough pitches, sends a ball into left field to then drive in a run. Great job by Bolton there. That's great hitting, great baseball.
With one away now, it'll be Braden Reyna in the box. Reyna, fly ball right center field. Chasing after it and making the play is Dumas. Runner at second base tags, that's Romick. And with 2 outs, runners are at the corners.
And we can't understate a good job by the Tarp Skunk pitcher to get out of this for the well, not out of it yet, obviously, but with runners on, 3 runners on with nobody out. Could have been a huge inning for the Muckdogs, but he's done a good job. Only 1 run has came in through 2 outs. Can he get out of it, keeping this game tied?
Trying to stop that is Sean Mindas. He'll take a strike. Mindas has been up in a few big spots with runners in scoring position so far today. Nearly made, of course, we were off the air. That truly was almost an incredible play, crashing into the wall in left field. He showed off his speed. And here, grounded into the shortstop hole. Sliding play, the throw, the first is not in time. Mindas to first, and the Muckdogs take the lead on an RBI single from the left.
A great hustle again earlier in the game, beat out a ball. Now this time it allows the Muckdogs to score a run, and the Muckdogs take the lead right back from the Tarp Skunks, are now up 4-3.
A really nice sliding effort there from Ty Ligoni, but he couldn't get quite enough mustard on that throw. Trying to keep things alive. It'll be Luke Dodonna. Dodonna fouls it off.
This is a big, big at-bat in this game, as Dodonna can keep this inning alive for the Muckdogs and pour in even more runs with 2 runners on.
Already 2 runs home, of course, here in this inning. He'll wave and miss that one, and he falls behind 0-2.
Dodonna in a tough spot now, needs to stay alive.
Here comes the pitch in the dirt from Ion Yellow. It's 1-2.
Dodonna does a good job not flailing at the ball in the dirt. Keeps himself in the at-bat.
One, 2 now. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Kicks, fires. Dodonna leaves it up high and runs the count even.
Dodonna doing a good job. Like I said, he needs to stay alive, and that is exactly what he has done. The count is now even, giving himself a better chance to knock in these runners.
Upstairs once again, and now the runners will be off on the pitch with 3 and 2 outs.
INL frustrated with himself now, allowing Dodonna to get back into this at-bat. See what he throws on this pivotal full count pitch.
Dodonna swings and misses. A big pitch from Ion Yellow to stop the damage. But the Muckdogs strike for 2 runs. They lose the lead. They get it right back. After 5.5 innings of play, Batavia leads 4-3. As we come back for the bottom of the 6th inning, it's Evan Hollinsworth on the mound for Batavia. The lefty out of Saddleback College just finished his freshman season. He is greeted by Ty Ligoni. First pitch bounces in the dirt.
Hollinsworth seems almost has a two-part pitching process, extending the left arm out and then coming down to fire the pitch.
Fires that one in around the same location to run it up to 2-0. Definitely a little bit of funk in that delivery. You know, a tough arm angle maybe to pick up, especially for a lefty. He is positioned as far to the third base side of the rubber as he can be to throw off the vision for Ligoni. That one in the dirt once again. It's 3-0.
Hollinsworth has come into this game throwing 3 straight fastballs into the dirt. Needs to find his location if he wants to be competitive in these at-bats.
That one. Ball 4 for Eric Weeks, excuse me, and he'll start off the bottom of the 6th with a leadoff walk.
Obviously not what Hollinsworth wanted to do to start this inning. Needs to regain himself and lock back in on this batter. An easier matchup for Hollinsworth, as most would say, as it is now lefty-lefty.
We've discussed him and Nolan Smith quite a bit at length. The 3 and 4 hitters in this lineup, big thumping lefties.
Yes. Those are the types of players that will get the extra base hits, will send balls into gaps, and those will drive in runs. Exactly what the Tarp Skunks want. Have to see how Hollinsworth regains his composure to get back.
Skip Martinez discussing something with the umpire. Looked like he was presenting a lineup card.
As there's some discussion between umpires, as everything seems to be sorted, and this at-bat is going to take place.
The DJ poking a little bit of fun, playing the Jeopardy music, egging them on to return to play, which they'll do. Hollinsworth gets set, looks over, kicks, fires. That one outside, it's a ball.
I'm almost thinking Skip did that on purpose. Maybe there wasn't something wrong with the lineup, but wanted to just give his pitcher a little bit of time to regain himself.
Always good. Take a little breather.
To find that confidence.
The 1-0. Strike one. It's 1-1.
Hollinsworth sees his first strike, gives himself some confidence. Now is looking to attack the Tarp Skunk lefty.
The 1-1 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Romick. It's 2-1.
Hollinsworth throwing a lot of balls in the dirt. He could be trying to overthrow the ball right now.
Pumps in a strike. A nice heater there to even up the count.
Really nice pitch there on the outside corner to get himself back in this at-bat. Back even. The strikeout opportunity is there now.
The 2-2 skips into Romick. It's runs full.
Full count now. Teams have been going back and forth. 3 runs in the 5th for Jamestown. 2 runs in the 6th. Top of the 6th for Batavia. See how this at-bat goes.
The 3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Ball lined to right field. Chasing after it is Dodonna. It's over his head, and it rolls to the wall. Running around third. The runner is in there. They'll throw back to second base, but diving in is Borchard. And an RBI double has this. Hollinsworth delivers a ball there. It's 1-0. Again, no letdown now. Nolan Smith in the box with a duck on the pond. Fires one in just a bit outside maybe, or a little low as well.
Hollinsworth not getting that outside pitch this at bat, has missed twice, barely on that outside edge. He's now facing a 2-0 count.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Moved it a little bit more inside there. Gets the strike call.
Nice adjustment from the young lefty. In the dirt, it gets past Romick. Advancing to third is Borchard. And the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away.
Hollinsworth with a big pitch here. Doesn't want to walk and keep the steam rolling going for the Tarp Skunks.
Delivers a strike, which Smith fouls away. The infield, of course, for Batavia now comes in. Everyone on the grass with the go-ahead run at third. The 3-2. Popped up. Third base side. The catch is made by Espinal in foul territory.
Heads up play by Espinal was moving in to play closer to the plate to shut down any runner going to home. Has to run back based off his reaction and grab that ball to get the first out of the inning. Good job by Hollinsworth to get that batter out and to not allow any runner to score. See how he attacks the righty here.
Big first out. Now he'll face Justin Bremner. Bremner singled his last time up. Takes one low there. A big contributor in that run scoring fifth inning.
He also had that incredible play in left field.
Taps one. Behind the plate, foul. It's 1-1.
Hollinsworth has done a good job of keeping his composure to stay within himself and to start throwing strikes to put pressure on these batters.
Fires. Upstairs, 2-1. Bremner, fly ball right field, slicing. It's a fair ball, and it rolls to the wall. Borchard scores easily. Going for third is Bremner. He is in there with a huge RBI triple.
A great piece of hitting there. Bremner to scorch that ball into right field. Gets the triple. Scores in the run, and the Tarp Skunks now take the lead at 5-4. Hollinsworth obviously frustrated with his performance today.
Skip Martinez goes to the mound. They'll make a pitching change. In Hollinsworth place, it will be. Looks like it's going to be the right-hander Luke Rising coming into this ball game. Discussing things on the mound with his catcher, Cooper Romick. Romick only a sophomore, but again, he's been here and done that before. He's got experience. Rising just finished his junior season at the Rochester Institute of Technology, where he was great. posted a 3.28 ERA. In 9 starts, had a 49.1 innings pitched, and 39 strikeouts to 3 walks, with 13 walks, which Luka, that really stands out to me. When you can get guys to whiff, and you're not putting runners on base yourself, that is a recipe to being a great pitcher.
And that is a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. That is very good for the junior. He has. Sorry about that. Luke Rising has a pretty prototypical build, as he is sick in Pennsylvania. The Batavia Muckdogs this year have players from pretty much all around the country and all around the world, with 2 Dominicans on the team.
And a player from Japan. So really checking all the boxes, going all around the world for what will be a great season to watch. Already game 1, a nail-biter. Lots of action, lots of run scoring here in these last few innings.
We saw it was a really solid pitching duel to start the game between Sains and Barnett. Barnett struggled in that second inning, but really found himself again. And Tarp Skunks went to their pitcher Thomas early, keeping this Muckdogs at bay. But in these past 2 innings, lots of runs on the board, lots of hits, lots of exciting plays.
7 runs combined by the 2 clubs. But now it'll be Ty Ligoni trying to add to the Tarp Skunk lead. Takes a ball upstairs, goes to the backstop.
As unscathed as possible.
Giving it the glass half full approach. Now he comes into a clean inning. Already 1 out, but no runners on base. Gets to reset. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Rising, looking to put the Tarp Skunk away and to get some confidence back.
The pitch is fouled off. 1-2 count. Ligoni flew out his last time up. Check swings. Ball upstairs. Two and 2. Rising, delivers. Ground ball. Fielded. Throw is in time. Nice play on the run from Brian Fry, and there's 2 away. And a fun tidbit on the Muckdog pitcher, Luke Rising. Rising, this year, matched up, of course, in the same conference as my school, Ithaca College, that I was covering, and let me tell you, he was excellent. 7 innings, allowed just 1 run.
The first pitch Rising through the game isn't indicative of the pitcher he is. He is a great pitcher, and he will show that over the course of this season. And that is a great pitch to start off this at-bat. Delivered
a strike there, some zip on that heater. It's no surprise how he ended up with those 39 strikeouts. This is a guy with some great stuff. Fires in another strike again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the glove. Strike 3. Luke Rising comes in, gives up an inherited run, but holds him to that. But the Tarp Skunks score 3 runs, a few big extra base hits. They lead 6-4 through 6 innings. Nick Ianiello will return to the mound as we head into the final third of this ball game. Top of the 7th. It's 1-0. Fly ball, third base side, shortstop out to make the catch, and Espinal is retired.
Unfortunate AB if you're Espinal right there. Got a little too under it and skied it to the...
Now digging into the box. Walker flew out in his last at-bat. And here he takes the ball low.
To put some fire into the Muckdog lineup. See if he can get on base.
Fly ball, center field, camped under it. The play is made by Dumas. And 2 quick outs. The lineup over now for Jackson Inman. Inman, a dangerous left-hander. Not having his best day at the office so far. But he can turn it around in one swing.
Frustrating ABs for Inman. Inman, in the first 3 at-bats that he took this game, swung hard at the first pitch. Decides to take here, and it was a good pitch to hit.
The 0-1. Strike 2. Inman.
That was...
Not showing it, but
an
I don't think he liked that call.
And Skunks are looking for a very fast inning.
The 0-2. Taken for a ball.
And if you're Inman here, your job is to extend the inning. Extend the inning. Extend the pitch count. Foul off a few pitches. Take a few pitches. Hopefully you can work your way onto base.
And, you know, as a leadoff hitter, he's got the skill set to do just that. As here, he stays patient, takes the ball, and the count's even.
I know. Looking to put him away with the high fastball on back-to-back pitches. Inman not biting.
Takes one low. It's now 3-2.
Inman has done exactly what we talked about. Has stayed alive.
Ianiello shakes, nods, fires. Ball 4. And Inman falls behind 0-2, puts together a great at-bat.
I am clapping in the press box. That is exactly what Inman was supposed to do there. Stays alive, doesn't get aggressive, doesn't swing at something that isn't what he wants. And now the Muckdogs have an opportunity to get something going with Brian Fry, the shortstop, up to bat.
You know, that was an AB from a guy who's just finished his freshman season. That's an at-bat you see from a senior. As the senior, Fry, takes low.
Ianiello now with